strange character, according to manager Philippe Fondu. He actually had a horrific tragedy in his life, Andrey Pestryaev, which kept him out of the ring for 18 months. The car that he was driving crashed, and his young wife and child were killed. And I don't know how you come back from that. I mean, that's amazing credit to him that he's still even fighting. Just winced there ever so slightly to the right to the body.
Well, this is the stage in the fight where Williams has to make up his mind to come back with better when Pestryaev dishes out. He's doing that at the moment. That was a close round.
That's a very good round. And Andrey Pestryaev, whose corner's being worked by Gary Thomas, the Welsh trainer, which is a strange one, and compatriot Oleg Leptevev in there as well.
That was a kind of round of two halves. Pestryaev took the first half of the round, and thankfully Williams come back strongly in the second part. But we didn't want two poor rounds on the trot, but that was far better, sharper punching in the second half of the round. He started to take over again and look his old self. Still looking the part, everything okay, but maybe time, as Barry was suggesting, to put the pedal down, raise the pace a little bit.
Maybe look emphatic, send a message to the other top light middleweights in the world. It's a really, really good division at the moment. The great Oscar De La Hoya is the #1 in the world. There's Ronald Winky Wright, the IBF champion, and Sugar Shane Mosley in the picture. Williams not anywhere near there yet, but I think the hope in British boxing is that maybe he could one day challenge the likes of those fighters. Got to deal with Andrey Pestryaev first, who refuses to lie down. Can he make a dent on him?
Well, I think the longer it goes, the more confident Pestryaev's going to be becoming, because much more success with his own punches. In the first couple of rounds, he made no impact whatsoever.
Again, quick counters from Williams, who seems to be dealing with the pace well. Got himself into excellent condition and used a masseur for the first time. Started having massages after training, so that had helped him a great deal. Again, no concerned look on his face. Very difficult to tell how he's feeling in there.
Well, his jab's working now, but he's not following the jab up. You use the jab as a weapon to open the other guy up, but he's throwing single jabs which are landing and not following it up. But looking the pack again here, this is better.
Right hand gets through, left was a shade low, and John Coyle, I thought, was about to have a word. Some people have compared Richard Williams to a Michael Watson, a very good boxer, but he's got a way to go before he can be really compared to someone, I think, of Watson's class. Left hook was good.
That's what Williams needs. Just raise the pace and put this fellow in his place. Just remind him who the real champion is.
Right hand going in with more frequency from Richard Williams, and Pestryaev looks a shade disorganized. You said these last two rounds, crucial point in the fight. Is Williams coming through that now?
I think so. As I said, these are rounds where fighters start thinking about 12 rounds, worrying about the distance and dropping the pace. But thankfully, Williams has done the opposite. He's raised the pace, and this is becoming a big round, which he hasn't had for the last 2 or 3 rounds. This is a big round for Williams.
Well, he's got through cleanly on a number of occasions. Pestryaev comes back with one at the bell, but Williams' round And Jim pulling away? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everything's still under control. But I'm just worried about Pestryaev finding his confidence. We will hear what they're telling him in the corner.
Do all the moves that you want, but keep them hands up. You understand? Yeah. Play with the job, move out, do the job, but keep them hands up. That's what I want from you. And put the shots to me.
They don't want him getting overconfident and lazy.
Yeah, they're worried about him being sloppy. I mean, his concentration certainly dipped for a couple of rounds, but that was much more impressive. Picking lovely shots, forcing Pestryaev into making mistakes and punishing them for those mistakes. That's exactly what's needed here.
Seconds out, round 9.
Ninth round. 31-year-old Richard Williams in the red trunks. Remember, his IBO title on the line. Andrey Pestryaev's WBF. Pestryaev looking to keep his career bubbling, looking for win number 30. Won his last two. Last defeat was against Yuri Sarenko for the Russian light middleweight title. And people thought he might fold soon after that. He hasn't on his 2 visits to England.
Pestryaev knows he's behind in points, Adam. He's trying to force the pace. But this is a time when he's going to make some mistakes. He's already been clipped a couple of times in this round. Williams just wants to keep letting him come forward and see if he can pin him with a lovely left hook. He's done it already.
Holds the right elbow in to protect that spot that Richard Williams has been looking for and hunting down all night. Either man getting tired.
You never know with Williams. I don't think Williams finds his punches are still sharp. He's having a lazy spell in this round. But no signs of tiredness. His legs are looking strong. When he lets the punches go, they're still crispy enough.
Blowing hot and cold, Richard Williams. He has done in 1 or 2 fights. He fought Hussein Osman, a stand-in opponent in Huddersfield over 10 rounds. He was a bit off colour. He didn't have everything his own way against Paul Samuels either. But never looked perturbed.
Well, that's a good old pro's trick. You never, if a punch lands or if you're feeling a bit tired or if a good body shot lands, you never let the other fellow know you're worried about it. This is as tough as we thought it would be, but Williams more than holding his own. This is okay.
And Paul Samuels was talking to Richard Williams in the ring and spitting out defiance, and Williams kept the same face and walked through him, eventually finishing him in 10. Great fight in Brentwood back in December. That's better from Pestryaev, the right over the top. The punch that Williams has been using, he gets one back.
Good right hand from Williams. That one shoot, Pestryaev.
Yeah, legs gone a bit of Andrey Pestryaev. Walks funnily back to his corner. Is it right that every time Pestryaev lands, Williams lands it with a bit more of a meatier shot? It has more impact?
Well, I think that's the plan. That's been the case since the early stages. Whenever Pestryaev did land, but you can see the success rate again from Williams. He doesn't waste punches. He's landed 96 more punches than Pestryaev. Everything is well under control. I think we're past the little stage when I started to worry. I started to worry around the halfway stage when Pestryaev started to get back into the fight. But definitely Williams back in the driving seat again, picking by far the classier shots. So make the mistake and make him pay for it.
How happy do you think the promotional team is? Barry Hearn at ringside. He absolutely adores Richard Williams as a fighter and a person. Would he have been looking for something a bit more impressive?
I don't think so. We have to give Pestryaev some credit. I mean, he's been blown away once in his career for the welterweight WBA title, but he's a tough nut, he's experienced, and these guys seem to go on forever. I mean, a clear-cut points victory is as good a result as anything. It may not, you know, shock, you know, or raise the eyebrows over on the other side of the Atlantic, but this is a good win so far.
Well, Shane Mosley hardly raising the eyebrows at the moment, and Winky Wright struggling a little in his last defence. Oscar De La Hoya to fight Yuri Boy Campas in May. And Richard is very honest. He knows he's not worthy yet to share the ring with the world's best, but he says if he gets the chance, he will do everything he knows how to.
I mean, at 31, Adam, he's not going to get an awful lot better than this, so if they think they can move him, now is the time to do it. I don't see he's going to get an awful lot better.
A bit out of range, a bit wild from the usual tidy work. Again, just letting the gloves down, but comes back with that favourite right hand. And the uppercut thrown, and Pestryaev is in trouble in the 10th round.
This is the first time it's looked like a possible stoppage on the way. Pestryaev shaken badly with those punches.
The round that he ended the brave efforts of Paul Samuels. Never been beyond the 10th round, Richard Williams, so uncharted territory if he can't stop Pestryaev. But can he? Good left hook, and again, Pestryaev's legs starting to really feel it now, the Russian. And can Richard Williams smell success? Can he move up the gears and force the TKO?
Pestryaev should be covering up here. He shouldn't be trying to blast back. With his experience, he's badly hurt. He should be pulling him into a clinch to spoil him, but he's trying to fight back. Pride could be his undoing here.
The power looked good in the first 2 or 3 rounds from Williams. It's starting to get through again as we get later and later. How much belief has Pestryaev got? Is there anything he can do to win this fight? Well, he survives the 10th, but it was his worst round. And he slumps onto his stool.
Well, you can see Williams really taking over now. Really looking the boss. And just a little bit of drama that the fight required. It's been a grinding, tough fight all the way through, so just for the fans, injected that little bit of drama, and it looked possible that a stoppage was on the way. So you can see every clean punch now is shaking Pestryaev to his boots. He's tired. I mean, he's tried his socks off, but nothing he's done has made an impression on Williams. He must just want to see this fight behind. He just wants to hear the final bell, and I wonder if he will hear that final bell.
6 minutes to survive. Andrey Pestryaev will certainly want to do that, the former European welterweight champion. They touched gloves, there's been no nastiness, a very clean fought fight. And one that Richard Williams is really starting to dominate. Can he stop Pestryaev and become only the 2nd man to do so?
I'm amazed after a round at the 11th for Pestryaev, he's come back looking strong again. The guy's amazing that he's powered for recovery.
Tough as old boots, isn't he?
That just about sums him up, tough as old boots.
But Williams will believe he can hurt him again. Never really been a moment where Williams has been in any real danger of losing his IBO title. And every now and again he pulls the trigger on a right hand. And again, classy work from Williams, albeit in patches.
I don't know that you can fault Williams' work tonight. I mean, everything always under control. The punches have been good, the moves have been good. He hasn't been taking silly punches, didn't become frustrated, didn't do anything silly. A good professional night's work for him.
Pestryaev still attempts to come forward. A right hand again from Williams, and one got the feeling that the Russian may have been ready to drop there and then. Can Williams take Pestryaev out?
This is another occasion when you don't expect a man to be fighting back. You think he would be covering up, but he's just so courageous.
He's defying all logic in there at the moment, Pestryaev. Look at him come back. This is one very brave man. You've heard about the tragic tale in his life, and refuses to be written off. A consummate professional who has provided Richard Williams with the right test at this time.
Yep, exactly. I think tonight Williams has had a chance to show all of his qualities. We always knew it was going to be a tough battle if he didn't blast this fella out quickly. But a conclusive and clear points victory. Can't fault that.
It's becoming one-sided.
Don't get careless. Go out and do your work now. Let yourself loose.
You can see that Andrey Pestryaev has been here before many times. Richard Williams, never. And how much will that mean to a fighter to have gone 36 minutes for the first time?
Well, nobody particularly wants to do the 12 if they can avoid it, but it gives you that confidence. It's another thing, another notch on your belt. Like, you've done the distance and you've done it at such a pace.
If they don't want to do 12, how did you used to do 15?
Don't even take me back there, Adam. I couldn't tell you. These sprint distances must have been good fun back then.
Which point in the fight was it that you started to feel safe for Williams?
But once you get past the middle stages, you know, the 6th and 7th round, I scored one to Pestryaev, the other one even. I thought maybe he was going to take his foot off the gas, but he didn't. He responded in true fashion.
Final round. The smile through the gum shield of Richard Williams, who I'm sure will be very happy with this performance. It's been very different to the Pestryaev-Roberts affair. The Russian never been allowed to fully settle, but hardly taken a backward step himself, and has been competitive, if nothing else. Swelling under both eyes. Will he be feeling it in the morning?
Yep, I think there's going to be in some pain tomorrow morning. Some of these body shots as well. I think his rib cage will be feeling it too. But as always, he's earned his money. Nobody can question that.
So where does Richard Williams go from here? Is he ready, or will he be ready to be launched into world class, Jim?
I think as he's ready now as he's ever going to be. I mean, I think we are now seeing the best of Richard Williams. I mean, this is a good result, make no mistake. This fella is a tough nut. No one's going to have an easy night with this guy. I don't know if he can quite make the final step up to the Premier League, but I think now is definitely the time to move him up there.
He's rated at number 10 in the independent rankings. Those names like De La Hoya and Wright and Vargas. There's some tough guys ahead of him, but maybe he deserves the chance, Richard Williams, at 31. When would you like to see that, if it can happen?
As I say, sooner rather than later. I think what he needs now is a good American name on his record. Someone who's still a name, maybe just that little bit past his best, just to raise his profile over in the States. Because I think that the Americans would like his style, I think they would like his demeanour, I think they like everything about him. He just wants a name on his record so they can sell him. But this is him putting on a nice finish to an excellent night's work now.
Yes, he's enjoyed this, Richard Williams. He's never taken a backward step. He's boxed with rhythm and with efficiency. And what do you think? Consummate professional tonight?
Yeah, you can't fault what he's done tonight. I mean, a couple of tough rounds, but he never became ragged, didn't do anything silly. I really think he was firing in all cylinders tonight. I mean, this is a clear, convincing victory against one of the game's real tough guys.
One of the grittiest fighters we've seen over here in recent times, Andrey Pestryaev. And he makes it to the final bell. The crowd are on their feet. Richard Williams gives him all the respect in the world, but the smiles are on the Stockwell fighters' corner faces, and Barry Hearn, his promoter in there, IBO champion, surely will be crowned the WBF holder as well. He's had the Commonwealth title. How far can he go?
As I was saying earlier, maybe a decent American's name on his record. Just raise his profile over the States, because I'm sure the Americans would like him. I think they would like everything about him. He will not walk straight in to a major title fight with the Premier League boys, but a good name on there. And you look at the accuracy here, the success, 46%, doesn't waste a punch, doesn't waste a move. Excellent.
Smooth, flowing, Pestryaev, hurt, beaten, but oh so brave, and he can hold his glove up there and hold it up high, and we wait for the official verdict from the judges, and that's how Jim has it, by 8, wide and safe.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. I don't expect any of the officials either.
Let's hear what the verdict is with John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, the judges' scorecard reads as follows. Judge Terry O'Connor scores the contest 120-108. Judge Jim Humayan, 120-106. Judge Valerie Dorset, 120-108. All three judges are in favour of. And still, the IBO light middleweight champion of the world, and the new WBF light middleweight champion of the world. He's
well, he
not
wins
a
it,
secret anymore.
and he wins it huge on the cards. No one gave a round to Andrey Pestryaev. That hard on him?
Yeah, I think a little bit cruel on him. I gave him 1 round, I gave him a share of 2, but I mean, there was no question. We don't worry too much about scoring, as long as the right man walks home with the belt. But I feel Pestryaev, for the effort he put in tonight, he deserved better than that. That's a little bit of a slap in the teeth, I'm afraid.
Good start to the year for Richard Williams.
And we can all hope that the secret will be heard in the United States after that performance by Williams. Off to Hanover shortly for live coverage of Vladimir Klitschko's WBO World Heavyweight title defence tonight against Corey Sanders. And lots more from Bethnal Green too. Liverpool's light welter Gary Ryder steps into... But is Richard Williams' career only getting started? Let's hear how he views his future after that display. Ed Robertson is waiting to speak to him.
Well, Richard, on paper it looked the toughest test of your career. In fact, you won with relative ease without really having to step up the gears.
Well, you know what, tonight I felt I couldn't really get going the way I wanted to. I was quite surprised. No explanation for that, but you know, that's the way it goes some nights. I still got through it, and everything's all right. But you know, I'd like to send this out to Don. Davis couldn't make it tonight.
Was that unsettling him not being in the corner?
It was a little bit unusual, but you're a professional, you get on with what you're meant to do, you know. I also want to thank Sandy Risley and Delroy for the help they give me. And I want to send a shout out to Mr. C and Young's Wine Bar.
Would you have stopped Pestryaev if you had stepped up the gears?
No, you know what, I tried to stop him. I felt a bit too relaxed, far too relaxed, and I just couldn't get that bite. into my boxing tonight. But I'm a realist. It wasn't what I wanted, and next time we'll see how it goes.
But you are fully focused on your career now, more focused than ever before.
Oh, absolutely. This is make or break for me now. So like I said, a win is a win, and hopefully the fans got some enjoyment out of it. We move on.
Well done tonight.
Thank you very much.
I think he's given himself pass marks, but no more there. Interesting to get the thoughts of Nicky and Barry on that when we come back. And